Hey YouTubers, it's Tony with Mayberry Mini Trucks. I thought that those last 5 trucks was my last video of the day, but we've got a video that we're going to do for Joe in Tennessee of a nice Daihatsu dump. It's getting a little dark out. 1997 Daihatsu Hi-Jet dump, 4-wheel drive 5-speed with high-low transfer case and differential lock. And this is for Joe, and he is in Tennessee. So let's get started before we completely run out of light here. Okay, now the front of the truck, dirt notwithstanding, does have a few little pebble pecks where, a rock hit the paint and chipped the paint. There's a little bit of rust right there, and the beginning of a little bit of rust right there. As far as the condition of the sheet metal goes, it does not have any dings at all on the front end. And the door has a little chip right there. When I say chip, I mean the paint chip. But it doesn't have any dings. For a dump, that is remarkable. I like about Daihatsu's is the antenna completely disappears, which is nice because, it either, if you're backing up, it can get caught on a branch and hooked. Tires look really good. There's a shot inside the wheel well housing. The bedside panel looks very straight. Very, very straight. Just got a little, where you can see where maybe they touched up a little bit, but not much. I'm going to actually lift the bed to show you underneath the bed. So I'm not going to, the tire here looks really nice also. And the bed looks really remarkable. So I want to point out, this is surface rust, where something was in here and it slid out and just rubbed off the paint and then flash rusted. That's what all of that is. Every bit. You can see here, the part that takes the most abuse looks fantastic. So you've just got surface rust in here, which is not a problem at all. Now, I don't know what the story, they didn't want to hear their chains rattle, so they have these little things so you can hook it on that, and then you don't hear the chains rattle. I've never seen that before. Okay, so here we have a ding here, a ding here, and a ding here. That was not a ding there. And on the bedside panel, you do not have any dings at all. Now that is remarkable, especially for a dump. That is just incredible. So you got some surface rust right there on that frame piece. That's not all that uncommon, because there was a lot of welding activity going on there, and there's a lot of high carbon steel there. That's more likely to be the place where you're going to see rust. Tire looks good here too. But boy, is that bedside panel nice. Now let's look at the door. You can see where they put stuff up here and they leaned, like 2x6s or something there down into the bottom of the bed, all the way up, and then you can lash them down. I mean, you could put a bunch of lumber up there and just have it go down into the bed there, and then lash it, use a ratchet strap and go over the lumber, and then it's not going anywhere. How do I know that? I have been there many, many times because mini trucks are the most useful trucks on the face of the earth. I love them. Now, here is a ding here and here, two tiny little dings. And then you have a crease here that's been touched up and a scratch there that's been touched up. A crease means there's a little sheet metal that has been impressed, and a scratch, the sheet metal has not been had an impression made on it. Little tiny crack right there in the plastic. Other than that, the bumper looks really good. Let's check out the inside. Ooh, nice. We do have a tiny little separation right there. From there to there. Passenger seat looks very good. The door panel looks fantastic. No rust at all. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And under there, it looks really good. Really, really straight. Differential lock and a dump. Let's start it. Let's watch that dump go up. That is the hinge back there. Needs a little oil where it articulates. That's just the sound of the creaking. This is a belt-driven hydraulic pump. So the faster you push the gas, the faster the dump lifts. That's a potential benefit of the belt-driven hydraulic dump. The back of the cab looks absolutely remarkable. And all you have under here is surface rust at the seams. Not bad. Not bad at all. Looking really, really good. That's your differential lock unit right there. So it looks really nice underneath. Just some spots, surface rust, but really a good looking undercarriage. So you can hear that creaking. All it needs is oil at that pivot point there and that pivot point right there. Okay, now let's take, it has a high and low transfer case too, and it's a 5-speed. So let's go ahead and let's take this for a drive. We're going to take this, for, that's funny. We're going to take this for the full test drive. As soon as we go around this corner, I'll give it some gas. So that's 60 miles per hour, and it feels really, really good. Super solid. I'm going to slow down because this is not an aviation course. So we're going to keep it as a land-based vehicle. All right, now we're going to go up this hill, and I'm going to put it through a very difficult set of circumstances. We're going to go up a steep hill after we take our 90-degree turn. We're going to go around a 90-degree turn, which is up ahead, and then we're going to put it in fifth gear. We are going to and we're going to be going up a hill in fifth gear, starting at like 18 or 19 miles per hour. And then we're going to see how the truck does. That is a very, very difficult set of circumstances for the engine, but that shows us what kind of power it has. So here we are, 30 kilometers per hour, and now we're going to see how it does. And it is not increasing in speed. So we're going to go into fourth gear and see what happens. So it does increase in fourth gear. So fifth gear might have been asking a little too much, but in fourth gear going up the hill, it does increase in speed going in fourth gear up the hill. So I would say that is a good result. And I usually put it in fifth gear and climb the hill, and which is just insane. But it, a lot of times most of the time, the mini trucks will increase in speed going up the hill. But in this case, it climbed the hill and increased in speed in fourth gear, not fifth gear. But I'm still happy with that. I think that's a very good indication of health of the engine. It just didn't climb it in fifth gear, and a lot of times they do climb in fifth gear and increase in speed. But this was a pretty truck. It is low miles, and it looks very, very nice on the inside. I apologize for the late hour of our video. I feel like I'm just barely skating by on the daylight, but we did complete this video, and now I have my interior cab light on. If it wasn't for that, this would be a dark ending of the video. So, yeah, and this also has differential locks. This is a dump 5-speed with diff lock, and it is low miles. It was 52,000 kilometers, and so we did get the law passed, making mini trucks street legal in North Carolina. I remember testifying before the House and Senate Transportation Subcommittees, answering all sorts of questions in both the House and the Senate, and then petitioning Governor Cooper to sign the bill into law, which he did. And now they're street legal. We're one of the few states to really go about it that way. But many, many, many states recognize the North Carolina title. We make no claims. We make no guarantees what other states will or will not do. But we can tell you, here's how the 150, 200, golly, more than that now, people in Tennessee, they all got them transferred, or Ohio or Michigan or Florida or whatever the case may be. And so we will tell you when we know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it does on a recurring basis. But there's a couple states like Pennsylvania that used to be a problem, and now they're no longer a problem. They seem to be issuing titles, so we're told by our customers. And also, if you would like to have your truck delivered, we do deliver. And we sell many, many sales out of state, sight unseen. And in that case, you don't really pay for the truck until we show up with the truck. But in order for us to have a high level of confidence that you're not going to be disappointed by being surprised, negatively surprised, we go through a very rigorous set of communication processes where we do a walk around description over the phone, an audio description, and then you see the video when they hit the ground, And then we'll do a individualized video, just like this one here, and show you in even greater detail every little tit and tittle, a scratch, a ding, a piece of surface rust, stuff like that. Then the customer has as good a sense for the true condition of the vehicle as is possible without them actually being here in person. So that is a good proxy for you being here in person. And then you just put down a deposit equal to the delivery fee. And then when we show up with the truck, we'll take a spin around the neighborhood or in your pasture or whatever the case may be, and you pay for it then. And then we do the paperwork also. The title sometimes takes 6 weeks or 8 weeks. So a lot of times you'll get the truck, but you won't have the title. It'll make beautiful yard art. You can park it in your front yard, or you can take it in the woods, or you be the judge and use your own discretion. But you won't get the title until North Carolina prints it. They always print them and get them to us, but it does take 6 weeks. Or we have gotten them quicker. We just don't want to be overly optimistic and then have it take 6 weeks or 8 weeks. And then when the title arrives, someone will call you and say, hey, your title's here. Would you like to pick it up, or would you like us to send it to you? If we do send it to you, it will be notarized, and you'll get it in the mail, notarized via certified mail or registered mail, some sort of, tracking mail service. And so also, you can call us. Our telephone number is 336-777-9957. And you can email us at sales@mayberryminitrucks.com. And you can also check out our website. That is mayberryminitrucks.com. And lastly, I would like to ask, would you please subscribe to our YouTube channel? I know I say that every video, but I really like to see if people... Oh, that was a side-by-side. That poor guy. I feel so bad for him. They don't know what they're missing. It's true. Isn't that mean? Please subscribe. Please subscribe to our channel. Side-by-sides are street legal because of us. We got the law passed making them street legal, and the side-by-side market went ballistic. A John Deere Gator or a Kawasaki Mule dealership called us and said, how did you do that? And I told them exactly how we did it, and then they went and did the same thing. So, good for them, but they're just not really road vehicles. They're still a light-duty vehicle. They look tough, but they're really not. They're not that tough. These mini trucks will outwork a side-by-side 3-to-1 or 4-to-1. I mean, many times over. Okay, I'm going to stop because now I'm starting to sound like I'm slamming side-by-sides, and I'm not. These are just better. Thanks for watching our video.